Something must be wrong. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. Welcome everybody. Welcome. I want to welcome everybody. The chat is open. The comments are open. You can rewind if you need to. You know. Just make yourself at home. Have a seat. Get comfortable. Y'all know how I do. So laid back. First of all, I do want to start off this live by saying that I'm not proud of the things that I've said about Trey King. Actually, I like Trey King. I don't like what he does. But him as an individual, I like him. I don't have any problem with Trey. So I just want to put that out there, you know. I do like Trey. He's a likable guy. You know. I try to learn from him. Because I said, you know, and y'all, I had such a good time with y'all, cutting up with y'all this morning. You know, from the wee hours of the morning on into the late morning. I just had such a good time with y'all. I rested and stuff, and I wasn't even going to come back up on here today. Because I said, you know, I've been on here so long. You know, I was probably just going to wait about 3 or 4 days before I even came up on here. And I was, and I said, you know, I'm not going to come up on here unless I have something nice to say. And I just said something nice, you know. And it don't matter how many people are up in here. Welcome everybody. I'm not going to be looking at the chat because I have a purpose for being on here today. Y'all may not know, but you know, there's a group of people that have been targeting me and harassing me and stalking me and trolling me, and I don't know. I mean, you know, I took off my shorts last night. Did that not paint some kind of a you know, satisfying picture in your brain to hold you down for a little while? You know, obviously, I guess you want me to come on here and say, you know, all kinds of, you know, things about you. I'm not going to give you what you want. You know, this is just my little comedy series that I'm doing. You know, to have to wake up and do the things that I do, I'm not proud of that. You know. I'm just not. And all these ho-ho-hos around here, you know, disguised as hags and, you know, disguised as, you know, hot sexy things and, you know, big time ho mamas and all these different things. I let y'all do what all y'all do on here. You know, so them cooches can react some kind of way. I know they on quarantine, they on lockdown. I know they rank and, you know, just shriveled up, you know. Zillionaire, I'll show y'all how to lube up them lips. Keep them all wet and glossy. And don't need them walking around here with all cracked and, you know, chafed up lips and, you know, scorched up cooches and all these different things. It's unnecessary. Go by the pimp. The pimp will pamper them cooches. He'll take about a good 30, 40 years off of them and take them back to their teenage years. You know. I know the quarantine got them cooches just, hollering out, screaming to be noticed, to be seen, to be, to stop drip, drip, dropping like your bathtub faucet. And stop straddling that damn faucet in your bathtub. Trying to scratch away all them damn chafes and, just cracked cooches. Walking around here with cracked cooches on YouTube. And I try to be nice to y'all with y'all old cracked, just chafed up cooches and shit. It's ridiculous. You can't be nice to a ho. The quarantine got y'all cooches just aching, just screaming. Screaming through the night. Y'all waking up, hell, y'all cooches having nightmares. The man gonna get to it. Let him work his way round to it. I mean, good God Almighty. But I'm gonna be nice to y'all. Just like how y'all be nice to me up on here. I ain't gonna make up no lies on you. I ain't gonna tell the bus driver that y'all hadn't seen in months that you's a hoe with a screaming, cracked coochie. Your coochie is cracked in multiple locations. I ain't gonna tell the cross guard. Don't nobody know you a Victoria's Secret reject until you come on here and advertise in your fishnet stockings, no drawers, no panties, no bras. And heish up that other titty where it can be in line with the other one. They're not going to be able to make no appointment for you till sometime in 2021 or 2022. Accept it. Cross your legs. That'll keep them cracks from leaking. And keep a mop in every room in that house. I'm tired of seeing these babies and stuff knocking their heads from slipping up on y'all dripping wet cooches. Just rank cooches. Screaming and hollering all through the night. Breaking head bowls and squeaking box springs. The man gonna throw your ass up on the ceiling as soon as he get around to you. Craigslist is closed. Okay, I understand y'all working at a disadvantage right now. Between a quarantine and Craigslist is closed. What is a hoe to do these days? I didn't think there was such thing as a coochie nightmare. It's a shame the way y'all coochies be screaming and hollering for wood. He would if he could. He chooses not to. Okay? I'm not gonna come in here and drag no hoe. Or the hoe. And what gets me is, you got all different kinds of them. You got a coochie, you got one that's a hag with an expired coochie. Your coochie got an expiration date. Okay? Every coochie got an expiration date. You way past your expiration date. When it start cracking and chafing, and when your coochie hair start shredding your panties, you know your coochie is way past the expiration date. Let it go. Around here stalking me and trying to get my attention, throwing your coochie all up and down these YouTube streets, scraping up these sidewalks and asphalt. The work crews is working overtime for all these neglected, quarantine, cracked up coochies, dripping and dropping every other step. All these damn mud puddles and potholes y'all leaving all around here. Get your coochie straight. Straighten out your coochie. If not, you know what? Put an out of order sign on that bitch. Okay? That's what the out of order signs is for. It ain't a camisole that can save it. It ain't a nightgown that can save it. It ain't a thong that can save it. It's cracked, crooked, and expired. Let it go. Sometimes you just have to remember how it used to flow. It don't flow that way no more. So just let it drop to the flow. Drop it like how it used to be hot. No, I don't drag scrapey, cracked holes. I don't drag drippy cooches. I don't drag quarantine cooches. Walking around all up on YouTube with out of order cooches, malfunction cooches. Even the damn Cookie Monster is retired. Okay? All these vagabond hags walking around with expired, out of order, used up, way past their expiration date. Y'all walking around here with dangerous cooches. It's a hazard. Why you think they closed all the schools in your town? The sun don't even shine in on your street no more. It's called rank. Chafed, rank, cracked, quarantine, expired, out of order cooches all over YouTube. Hollering and screaming, waking up in nightmares. Beds all on the floors. They got to call in a special crew to come in here and replace them mattresses. They can't handle that. They waiting on their masks and gloves. All these houses and stuff shaking on their foundations. Got cracks all on the bedroom walls. Cracks all in the ceilings. Them cooches hollering and screaming all through the night. I used to have some friction. Now the friction just done turned into a great big old crack going up my spine. All chafed between the thighs. It's like rank meat. You know? All your fire extinguishers is empty from trying to put out all these fires from all these hollering, screaming on fire cooches. No, you ain't got to buy no fireworks. You didn't have to buy none last year. You didn't have to buy none the day before. Just set fire to these cooches and stand back. Watch it explode. Put on your mask, your ventilators. Put on full body suits. That's why so much acid rain. Every town y'all live in is cloudy. Trying to protect the sun from all these radiated, cracked, rank cooches. What amazes me is how y'all had the time to stalk up after me. You know? Go buy a case of toilet tissue, okay? Better yet, the toilet tissue hasn't been working. Get some Bounty paper towels. Okay? It's called Brawny. Y'all cooches be sneezing and coughing in the middle of the damn night. Ambulances don't come down y'all street. They don't service out of order cooches. And it's a shame how y'all get on here and it's just, you know, all these malnourished cooches and shit. Beaning cooches, geeked out cooches, cracked, scraped, you know, just bottom of the barrel cooches, crud. Let it breathe, let it air out. You know, the nude beaches is open. Go out there and lay up under a bush. All the while, you know, you can't even go to sleep and wake up. Cooches be calling all out through social media. Listen to me scrape the chafe off from around my quarantined out of order past the expiration date coochie. Have to buy cases of Band-Aids. Scraping up your fingernails, your toenails. Ain't a man seen that coochie in ages. Ask Ray Charles. He fooled around and seen one of y'all damn cooches. Last thing he ever saw Y'all a disgrace round here. Seem like y'all would teach them, teach, your daughters and things how to maintain these cooches and different carrying on. Now you spend all your time harping after me. Are you scared a boy gonna listen to my video? Is that what it is? How is it my fault that the men is deaf from y'all cooches hollering and screaming all through the night? Cooches throwing up all in the bed. I mean, really, come on now. Slide an opioid up in there, okay? Cool it down. I know it's on fire. But what I don't understand is this. Why is what I'm doing over here, how is that interfering with your lack of a working coochie? I understand the sensations is gone. A lot of them is pretty much dead. Scraped and cracked and chafed, and a lot of them been flipped inside out. It's like one of them rubber gloves you put on your hand. You can't take it off. You just have to flip the whole thing inside out. And then it ain't worth the effort and energy to try to flip it back in the right way. All these flicked, turned inside out cooches. Just shredded up cooches. Don't they have a spray for that? Ain't it like a water spray or some kind of a disinfectant spray? Don't Lysol make some kind of a special spray for that? Oh, wait a minute. It's called WD-40. Yeah. But y'all done tried that already, ain't you? Y'all done lubricated them cooches from the inside out. And they mixing with that rank. That's why all these buses and stuff is having accidents. Y'all up in the morning waiting at the bus stops. Can't give it away to the bus drivers. When the bus driver take off, they slide in a ditch. Dripping cooches on every street. On Hag Street. And it's bad when you got an out of order hag coochie. Out of order. Past that damn expiration date. You try to wipe your coochie, it fall in your hand. You have to shove it back up into your cavity. That's a sign. Ain't this enough maintenance y'all have to keep up with? Keep your coochie in place. People get tired of around here slipping up on y'all coochie juices, dripping and dropping. You can't drop it like it's hot no more. It's been dripped and dropped, and now it's cracked. It's rank. Let it go. Walking around here with cooches in comas. Your damn coochie in ICU. Hooked up to a ventilator. It's on his last breath. It won't even stay in place. All the cranes in every town that y'all in, all the cranes is broke. Trying to hold up these quarantined, out of order cooches. It ain't a working crane in town. The bald-headed cooches is bumped up. The nappy cooches is dangerous. Ain't a man within a 10-mile radius of it. I know y'all remember the good old days. You sit back, you think about it, you dream about it. That's why the cooches wake up screaming and hollering. I remember the day when my coochie used to stay in place. I remember the day I didn't have all these maintenance problems with my coochie. I remember the day my coochie used to stay in place. I remember the days when my coochie was passed around in the homeless shelters on a rainy day. I remember the day my coochie didn't used to leak this way. My oh my, do I remember the day when my coochie used to shiver and not be rank. I remember the days my coochie used to make it rain. Yeah, those days is long gone, y'all. Let it go. Just going to have a memorial for the coochie. Remember the days that's long gone. Okay? Your coochie is on its last crack. Okay? How's that my fault? The fact that your coochie is broke down and sitting up on rusty cinder blocks, how's that my problem? WD-40 can't unclog that coochie. It ain't my fault the man is tired of being woke up out of his sleep by your coochies having nightmares, breaking bed frames, putting cracks in the walls and the ceilings, shaking the foundations of America. Why you think everybody getting these stimulus checks? Just buy you another coochie. Put it on layaway. Okay? It'll be ready in your next lifetime. Your coochie used to be a coochie. It ain't no coochie no more. It's a ka-choo-choo. It's been choo-chooing. It's been chewed up and spit out. Okay? Name a man that hadn't choo-chooed that coochie. You can hear it coming before it even get in town. Choo choo! Here come a rank coochie. Trains can't even stay on the damn tracks. Looking for somebody to blame for your broke down, out of order coochie. Blame the man that was smart enough to leave it the hell alone. He let it drop. 'Cause it's hot. And now it's cracked and chafed and runny and rank. And it won't stay in place. I don't care how many camisons you buy. I don't care how many fishnets you put on. I don't care how you disguise it. I don't care what wrapping paper you wrap it up in on Christmas Day. Okay? It's leaking. A lot of y'all walking around here with teacups arched between your legs to catch the drip and the drop. That's why y'all around here sipping tea and spilling tea all over YouTube. Coochie tea is what they call it. That's why all these mud puddles all around here on these YouTube streets from these coochies that won't stay in place. That done dropped and fell. They discard it, you know. Accept it, move on. You don't need it no more. I mean, you know, when you can't give it away for free, its best days is over. You know, go ahead on and start memorializing these coochies. Have some candlelight vigils for them. They in retirement. Okay, they in nursing homes. A lot of them is in ICU. Okay, they dangerous. Walking around here with these dangerous coochies. That's why can't nobody buy no masks and gloves no more. Medicaid don't cover that. These doctors is not making a profit off of these loose coochies that can't stay in place. They told y'all to go on and memorialize them. Real estate losing value. Y'all around all these old defective coochies around here breaking foundations, cracking ceilings and walls. It's a disgrace. And yet y'all have time to sit around here chasing after somebody. You know, coochies is supposed to stay in place. If your coochie, if every time you put on your shoes, your coochie end up in your high heel shoes, that's a sign. Okay, leave your coochie at home. Okay, it's defective. When you can't give it away, it's defective. It's rank, like rank meat. It's almost like a smoked turkey wing, you know. The only flavor left in it is the rank. You know, how is it a man problem that your coochie is falling to the floor. You done dropped it. You done popped it. It's scorched. A lot of y'all cooches on disability. The only stimulus it's gonna get is the stimulus check that everybody get. And my hat's off to all the working cooches out there. The ones that's able to take a nap. A lot of y'all cooches can't take no nap. They have nightmares. These men is tired of waking up to earthquakes every morning. A lot of y'all houses has been shifted off the foundation from all these defective cooches around here on these YouTube streets. Mud puddles and potholes. Why you think they shut down all them schools and stuff? All these ho cooches. They can't wait till Christmas. Order a portable coochie. Don't they sell them? Order a portable coochie. They sell them. I seen one. I bought one, but I returned it and got my money back. They order them. Buy one with your stimulus check. That's as close as you gonna get to any kind of stimulation down there, okay? It's retroactive. Y'all cooches have been grandfathered in to the 20th century. Only because you still got it. That's the only reason it's been grandfathered in. A lot of them have not been memorialized yet. YouTube already working on policy violations for all these cracks and potholes, all these defective cooches leaving around here on these YouTube streets. Screaming and hollering out for attention. You need to move out of that house. The foundation broke. Y'all got cooches around here breaking foundations nationwide. Why you think everybody around here rioting? They say, hell, I don't want to be in that house. All these damn defective, loose cooches dripping and dropping, slipping and sliding, leaving potholes and mud puddles. Men get tired of putting on boots when they wake up to walk from one room to the next. It ain't no more steel-toed boots in America. The men done bought them all up. Ain't a glove and a mask left. Memorialize it. Have a candlelight vigil. All y'all just go on and just gather up your broke down cooches, your used up cooches, your passed through cooches, your ran through cooches, your drippity drop dead cooches. There's going to be a national memorial for them on Christmas Day for all the ho-ho-hos, the vagabond hag hoes, the pimps that's pimping out y'all ho-ho-hos. Let me disguise my coochie up. Let me wrap it up and put a ribbon and a bow and bells and sprinkles. The men know something wrong when it's sticking to the floor. They can't pick it up off the floor. It done stuck to the damn floor. Men ain't falling for that shit no more. I mean, since when is it a man's fault that a woman coochie is expired? Every coochie got an expiration date. Okay? They only good for a certain amount of time. After a certain number of people done ran through it, it becomes malformed. Since when is all these malfunction coochies a man's problem? But no, y'all get mad at me because y'all scared a man gonna listen to what I have to say. Because believe it or not, you know what? Coochies don't always get a man's attention. Especially when it's in retirement. Y'all walking around with all these retired coochies. Scraped up, cracked up, chafed up, leaking. Rank malnourished. Won't stay in place. And now the glue is for your edges, not to hold your coochie in place. A lot of y'all wake up and then the coochie's still in the bed, hollering and screaming. And mad with me, stalking me, leaving potholes and cracks all up and down YouTube streets because you got a deformed, retired, out of order, rank coochie. Y'all coochies got insomnia. Either they awake or they having nightmares. First thing the man do is get up and put on his steel-toed boots with extra rubber on the bottom, a special formula. It deflects all of these rank coochies around here running and dripping. Men all over America is stepping over all of these dropped coochies that been dropped like it's hot. They've been dropped and cracked and chafed. Put it in a wheelchair sometime. Strap it in. Walking around with teacups between your legs. That's why tea spilling all down y'all legs. Rank coochie ho-ho-hos. The good old days is gone. Santa Claus don't say y'all stops for last no more. The milk is sour. The cookies don't crumble no more. I mean, how many y'all can't even hold y'all coochie in the palm of y'all hand? It's dripping through between your fingers like putty. Y'all walking around here with putty coochies. That green slime. Coochie slime. Your coochie is a hazard. I don't care what color you paint it. It's a haphazard. It's hazardous. Your coochie is officially hazardous material. It's a has-been. Your coochie is washed up. Okay, go in there and throw it in the washing machine. Put a little extra bleach in there. Don't put it in the dryer. Hang it out on the clothesline. It'll be dry in about 5-10 years. It's okay to walk around with no coochie. Panties ain't gonna hold it in place. It ain't a camisole, a nightgown, a toe slip, or nothing. It eats holes through it. It's like acid rain. Y'all cooches dripping just like the alien on the movie Alien. It eats holes through everything. That's why all y'all foundations, it has been rocked and you got cracks all in the walls. Your bed springs don't even squeak no more. And spending y'all time around here chasing after me. Don't nobody want no rank coochie. People tired of all these scorched up cooches, these burnt cooches, these over well done cooches that done fell in the coals. All y'all women sitting out here waiting all night long for the coals to cool down so you can get your coochie out of it and try to salvage it. Bump trying to wire brush the grill. Y'all in there trying to wire brush your damn cooches. Scraping and chafing and itching and leaking. You know? How is that a man's problem? But I guess you gotta blame somebody, don't you? I guess y'all blame me. You know, my mouth works, my tongue works. And it's so lubricated. You having a flashback? Them good old days when your coochie used to function. Now it's just a wash up malfunction. Hang an out of order sign on it, okay? It's condemned. Why you think men walking around with steel-toed boots on? The whole place is a damn hazard. Your coochie is a hazard. Your coochie been quarantined well before the pandemic. The bus driver had to tell your kids to wait at a different bus stop because they got tired of sliding in the damn ditch from your coochie that was left out there on the damn road. It won't stay in place no more. Skyrocketing insurance rates. Y'all causing the whole damn economy to collapse. Folks can't even afford insurance no more. Y'all cooches breaking foundations, lowering real estate nationwide. The coochie pandemic. When it's out of order, put an out of order sign on it. Let the man know. He gonna know once he turn on your street all them potholes and cracks. The insurance rate in your zip code has tripled. Folks can't even afford insurance no more. Every other house is off of its cinder blocks. Y'all done cracked every foundation in your neighborhood. And yet you find the time to Come after somebody that ain't even checking for your coochie. FedEx still works, okay? Do it overnight and send it back to the pimp. Okay? All them old juicy, rusty, juiced cooches. Like battery acid. Y'all around here pouring Coca-Cola in your cooches to try to get a chemical reaction. Stand over the bathtub. Get you a bubble bath. Pour a Coca-Cola down in your coochie. Stand over the bathtub. Run a bathtub of water and let it soak in that radioactive substance. It's dangerous. A lot of y'all kids ain't even allowed in the household no more. The fumes. Fireworks have been outlawed on y'all street. The lightning bugs don't even come out in y'all neighborhood no more. All these cooches ain't but a millisecond from exploding. All these danger zone cooches. Folks can't even afford insurance. Such a liability. Y'all walking around with cooches on disability. A liability coochie. Making up a lie on me ain't gonna keep your coochie in place. Okay? Putting on fishnets and black camisole leather and all of that stuff. No, the coochie can't drip through leather, but it's burning holes in it. That's why you're wearing fishnets. They used to be stockings. Your coochie been dripping and it'll turn your stockings into fishnets. You can't wear heels no more. You gotta wear flats. Your coochies is eating the heels off of your shoes. They that dangerous. Defective out of order coochies all over YouTube. Wrap them up. FedEx them back to the pimp. Okay? Santa Claus don't deal in ho-ho-hos no more. Y'all cooches is has-beens, okay? They're like a 1940 Maverick. They don't make them no more. Ain't a cinder block in y'all town. They all been crushed. It ain't a man's fault that your pussy is on a permanent hiatus. They had to force y'all damn pussies into retirement, your cooches. They had to be forced into retirement. Social Security don't even cover y'all cooches, okay? SSI don't want no parts of it. Why you think all these young folks around here tearing down monuments and stuff? Y'all cooches got all these homes and stuff shook off their foundations. The last time y'all had a working coochie was in the civil rights era. Don't blame the men, you know. Every man been tricked by all these rank cooches. Okay, they've been tricked. Let me put on my high heels. Let me put on my fishnets. Let me put on my black leather miniskirt. Let me put on my hat. You know, if I can just get this camisole to hold my coochie in place, the way it's holding up these fishnet stockings that I'm trying to, keep my teacup in place, that's catching all the runoff from my expired coochie. Let me make sure I don't spread my thighs open too wide, cause that's gonna crack that teacup. And I'm gonna slip out my shoes and leave another pothole around here on these YouTube streets. Ho-ho-hos only get recognized once a year, and that's on Christmas Eve. And last time I checked, Santa Claus ain't making no stops. No sour milk, no sour cooches. Okay? Even Kris Kringle don't want no parts of it. Wrap it up. Drop it in the incinerator. Got folks right here hiding in bomb shelters. Folks living underground to get away from all these rotten cooches around here on YouTube streets. Just leaking all this haphazard materials. Eating holes in the damn road. Creating potholes. Causing accidents. Insurance rates sky high. Buses stop running, schools closing down because of a raggedy skank ho with a pussy that don't work no more. Ain't a donation that can fix it. Ain't a Cash App or a Super Chat or a PayPal that can keep your pussy in place no more. It's washed up. Okay? Why you think they have tsunamis? A lot of y'all cooches have been washed out to sea. Okay? The tsunamis come in and gather all of them up and transport them right back out into the middle of the ocean. A lot of y'all cooches right now, there's sharks swimming around it. They radar is telling them hazard material. Stopping up pipes nationwide. Ain't a plumber available in your town that can unclog them damn pipes. It's beyond repair. Okay? I don't care what wrapping you put on it. You can dye it. You can shave it. You know, you can glue it in place. It's dangerous. You know, if your coochie don't work no more, let it go. Every coochie got a life cycle, okay? It's like a tank of gas. The more you drive, the faster it's gonna get on empty. And ain't no refills, okay? Plastic surgeons ain't touching these coochies. Be glad there's a quarantine. Okay? Be glad of that. That's a good thing. Pussies, these coochies and pussies need to be on lockdown. They need to be in quarantine. 2 or 3 decades ago. They starving. They malnourished. Standing up in hotel lobbies, you know, in your high heels and your black mini skirts and your camisons. You know. Quit making a spectacle out of yourself. People see them ruin all them runs in your stockings. People see how tight you got to keep your thighs together to stop that leakage and runoff. The makeup can't cover up all the mildew, okay? Let it breathe, let it air out, let it dry out. Let the sun hit it. I mean the sun in the sky. Not the daddy and the son and the uncle and the granddaddy. That's why it's expired. It's past its expiration date. Put a do not disturb sign up on the door, okay? All these dangerous cooches attached to ratchet skanks on YouTube making up lies for a click of you and a sub. And why y'all want my attention so bad for? Last time I checked, I'm not a cookie monster. I'm not a coochie monster. You know, everybody ain't around here trying to scrape up coochies off the floor where y'all done dropped it like it's hot and it done fell to the floor. Home Depots ain't got no more shovels. Y'all around here frantic, buying up all the shovels from Amazon to try to scrape your coochies up off the floor and put them back in place. If it drop, let it stay on the floor. Eventually, it'll eat a hole through the floor and through the ground. It'll find its place. Around here creating tsunamis and earthquakes. That's why we got climate change and all these different climate problems. too many ratchet cooches done ranked up into the atmosphere, throwing the planets off of their orbits. Why you think YouTube ain't working no more? Y'all done sent all the employees from YouTube home. You know, let the rank cooches rot. Okay, let them mildew, let them mold. That's a sign that they way past their expiration date. Okay. They have special landfills for those. They have special cranes to handle those. All these polyester panties and stuff, and polyester, thongs. They can't handle the pressure required. It's like a leaking radiator. They haven't been maintained. They rusted. They corroded. They produce acid rain. Y'all walking around with these acid rain cooches. And there's so many of y'all ho-ho-hos. What? A hot sexy ho, a big time ho-ho. Hagger ho-ho-ho. Vagabond ho. Skank ho, ratchet ho. Can't give it away for free ho. I used to sell it, but it ain't no more good ho. Y'all cooches around here looking like around y'all face. Discolored, cracked, chafed, leaking. It's an abomination. Lies about me is not going to resolve any of that. It can't be salvaged. It's beyond reproach. Who fault is that your coochie ain't got no grip? All it do is drip. It ain't a plunger in America that can unclog that. A lot of y'all cooches is turned inside out. Just an absolute hazard. As if these men ain't got enough to deal with. In quarantine with hazardous cooches. A lot of them sleeping on floors and on pallets. And that's why y'all ass stay mad, because y'all scared that they may be sitting up somewhere listening to me. Remembering the good old days. Of friction, of grip. Of tightness. Of lubrication. It's over. I mean, when your coochie is so rank, he don't even want your ass. That should tell you something. When the bus drivers don't no longer stop at your street, that should tell you something. If your school is closed down, that should tell you something. Your coochie is a hazard. You know, getting out on Highway 95 in your camisons and fishnets and high heels, trying to shut down traffic, it don't work. They shut down that whole damn highway. Your coochie is cracked and it's leaving potholes on national highways. Running like Niagara Falls. Hazardous waste. It's a bunch of y'all hazardous waste ho-ho-hos around here. I'm only concerned about 3 of y'all right now, though. Sakina the hag ho. Big time ho-ho-ho ratchet skank lady. And hot sexy my mama is a hoe and I come from a generation of hoes. Ho. Ain't now one of y'all cooches in proper working order. They've been dripped and dropped and slimed and grimed. All over. They turn inside out. Okay? Once they get turned inside out, it's time to go ahead and memorialize it. Okay? They dangerous. Donate them to the fireworks. You know what? They'll create fireworks out of them. All these screaming, hollering, begging cooches, begging all in their sleep. Just drooling cooches. Cooches running, drooling. It's a disgrace. YouTube don't even answer emails from y'all rank coochie hoes no more. They sent the whole staff home. Well, let me get on here and, pose in this, hotel lobby, holding this hat on my head, wearing my cambusons with these little hook things holding up my, pantyhose that's coming above my knees. And you can't take a crowbar and pry your thighs apart, because that teacup is cracked. All that rank coochie juice running all down your legs, all in your damn high heels. You slipping out your damn high heels. Shutting down malls nationwide. National alerts. A national state of emergency has been issued on all these rank, out of order, malfunctioned cooches. Round here causing destruction, mass destruction. Lowering real estate values, shooting up insurance costs. A stimulus check ain't gonna correct none of that. That's why they sending y'all another stimulus check. That's the closest as y'all gonna get to any kind of stimulation. They got the nerve to have an opinion about me. Last time I checked, there's lubrication, there's grip, there's tightness. You know, it's in place. My tongue works, my lip works, my lips work, my mouth works. And I think therein lies the issue, doesn't it? Because at the end of the day, my mouth works just as good as yours does. But you sitting around with a malfunction coochie. A coochie on fire. Causing 18-wheelers, you know, to flip over. Hazardous cooches strolled all up and down the freeways. I just be thinking about the men that's really in quarantine, that's really on lockdown with these, you know, out of order cooches. Can't call no plumber, can't flush the toilet, can't get in the bathtub. You know, ain't a working mop in the house. Cracked ceilings, cracked floors, broken bed frames. All because you refuse to let a rotten coochie die. Memorialize that bitch once and for all. It can't be salvaged. Get a breast implant and line up that other breast with the other one. You know, put your focus on that. Focus on yourself from the navel up. You know, from the waist up, from the hips up. Okay? That's the only chance you have. You know, just walk around with your mouth wide open and your tongue out. Somebody might fall and slip. You'll get a treat. You know, your coochie is on lockdown, okay? Your coochie is quarantined. Your coochie is in double quarantine. It's a national pandemic. Okay? Walking around with these lead-based cooches. Lead-based cooches. Cracking and peeling. Leaking and mildewing and molding, scorched, skint up, dangerous, hazardous waste, coochie hoes, ho-ho-hos. Face it. Accept it. Memorialize it. Forget about it. That's what the men done already forgot about it. It's a passing thought. It's like, ooh, you know, remember the good old days, you know, when a coochie used to work? Remember the good old days when a coochie wouldn't be hollering and screaming all night long? You leaving potholes all out on my sidewalk, all in my driveway, leaving radioactive puddles. Those was the good old days, wasn't it, guys? When a coochie used to stay in its place. The only time you heard from it was when you scratched it. Other than that, you didn't have no problems out of it. All it would do was just hum. Maybe sit around, think about them good old days like that. When coochies used to hum. They used to sing hymns in church. They don't sing hymns in church no more. You know why? Because the coochies don't operate no more. All the coochies is broke down. Ain't no more hymns. Ain't no more humming. The days of are gone. Complete and utter chaos. Since when is it a man's fault that your coochie has gone into chaos? It's too complex. They don't know when it's going to stop running. They scared to touch it. They done fell and knocked their head from too many times from it being dropped. But they sit around, they all gather around at the bar sometimes, talk about the good old days when a coochie used to work. When a coochie used to have a feeling. But no, I get up on here, just being me. Y'all getting y'all feelings. But your coochie don't feel a thing. And it causes a backlash in your brain. And then you go into, I don't want my man to hear him over there. It might remind him of the good old days when I had a coochie that worked. It's broke down right now. It's a Humpty. Mold growing on it, mildew all in the seats. Rats and rodents ravaging it. I'm too scared to just go in and just call and have it salvaged away from here. Because I can't afford the hazard fee. They have to have extra insurance to come over to go out there and get rid of your coochie. All these hazardous coochies on here, disguised with high heels and boots and thongs, used to be a Victoria's Secret panty, but it ain't no more. Used to have two titties that lined up, but they don't no more. Disguised under lip gloss and lipstick and makeup and mascara, eyeliner, perfume, earrings, piercings, a black camisole, hot pants, girdles. Ooh, look at me. This is what a coochie used to look like when it worked. It's broke down right now. Right now it's on hazard leave. But this is what it used to look like from about a mile away. Get a good look. See? You see me over here? I'm standing over here. all black and my coochie all rank, leaking and dripping all down into my boots. I can't wear open-toed shoes no more. My man with the other fellas at the bar remembering the good old days when I had a coochie that worked. A coochie that hadn't been chewed all across America. Every passenger that came in pulled on that chew and made it choo-choo. That's why it's broke down and on cinder blocks now. It's washed up, it's a has-been. My job is to go through life now and just, make it look like I got a working coochie. Y'all, don't I look like my coochie work? Don't I look like my coochie don't drip? Don't I look like, I pay regular insurance rates to lodge this teacup up between my chafed up thighs and hold my raggedy, rank, skankish ass coochie in place? Ain't I'm just the most big time coochiest, boss ho lady tramp with a broke down coochie? I'm the master of disguise. I'm the wonder for all to see. The master manipulation. No, I'm not just laying it on thick. I literally. It take about 3 or 4 days to make it look like I got a working coochie. It take about 3 or 4 days to give the illusion that, hey, my coochie still work like it used to before it been chewed through, because I'm a ho. Matter of fact, I'm a big time ho. My pussy rank and mold and mildewed, but let me spend about 3 or 4 days covering up all these chafes and cracks and potholes and, sanitizing, desanitizing, trying to make it, a humanitarian pussy again. I'm trying to create a humanitarian coochie, Washed up coochies matter to me. My washed up coochie is important to me. I got to make folks think that, my coochie don't drip and drop and crack flows and create potholes everywhere I go. See if you can pry apart my chafed up thighs trying to hold my raggedy, ratchet ass coochie in place that don't work no more. It's broke down. It's got a flat. It need a tune up. The engine is rusted. The radiator has overflowed. Pour a Coca-Cola down in there and watch all the battery acid generate. But I'm doing a good job of making y'all think I got a coochie that still work. Look, y'all. I'm holding my coochie in place. It ain't shifting no more. The choo-choo works on my coochie. Santa Claus thinks I still got a ho coochie. And I do. It's just on severance pay right now. It's on workers' compensation. It's waiting on its benefits. You know. I just can't let it go. I'm a rank coochie hoe. I remember the day I didn't used to be a rank coochie hoe. I remember the day the men used to chew, 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 chew till they can't chew no more. I remember the day my coochie used to have some grip. I remember the day my coochie didn't used to drip, drip, drip. I remember the day my coochie didn't used to itch like it do. I remember the day I used to get a good night's sleep without waking up in nightmares because my coochie don't know what to do. I remember the day I used to be able to report to afford insurance for my coochie. I remember the day I used to have a working coochie, but I don't no more. Let's make coochies great again. One of these days, America is going to appreciate these rank coochies that I'm out here representing. You know, I'm the poster child for a washed up rank coochie hoe. Ho that's been chewed through so much that my coochie is on disability, but it's been denied because it dripped and dropped too much. And I can't keep it in place, and it's around here cracking teacups. Yeah, I'm that big time boss ho lady. And watch me shine as I hold my coochie in place. Try to pry my thighs apart while I crack this teacup that can't hold these radioactive coochie juices that I'm around here advertising with every pothole that it leaves every time it drop out of my turned inside out coochie that won't stay in place because of the mold and the mildew and the rank. I'm that big time boss ho lady. Look at me. I wish I had an artificial coochie, but I'm just going to hold my thighs together. My chafed up thighs. That's chafed up all just like round my face is. I'm going to paint it and pretty it up, cover up all that mold and mildew and rank. And then I'm going to put on double leather. And get on here and strut around in one place. I'm only going to move one leg because I got to keep my thighs pried together to hold my ranked up, washed up disability coochie in place. I was too embarrassed to attend the candlelight vigil and go head on and just, contribute my washed up coochie to the bonfire. I just can't let it go. And honestly, my man can't even stand to be around it no more. I'm so wrong for that, but I got to get on here and act like I'm all that. Act like I stand up for, all of the rank coochies in the world. That me and my daughter and my mama, we just can't get rid of it. We got to hold on to it. Whether it work or not, Try to hold it in place. I can't stand up for no more than 5 minutes because it start leaking and running out and turning itself inside out. Let me go TT. I got to go TT. Hold on, I'll be right back. You got to turn on the vent, the water in the sink, the water in the bathtub. And then you just hear this big old gush. Gush! The coochie couldn't hold the radioactive materials anymore. Now, wait a minute. Now, let me see if I can, pin it back up in place. Let me attach it to this piercing right here and then run this steel thread back through it. No, double it back through this other side over here. Attach it to this thing was attached down here to my stockings. It's helping to hold everything up. Matter of fact, I got it attached to the piercings in my nipple. That's going. It's kind of like double back wrapped around up in there to keep my coochie from sliding and dropping on the floor. From when I used to drop it like it was hot. In my choo choo choo, come take a ride on my choo choo train days. When I was one of them free for all ho ho ho's. Can't y'all see? I used to be all of that. I come from a generation of ho ho ho's. And don't I look like I got a coochie that work? I fit right in on YouTube. I just give the persona that my coochie ain't rank. I give the persona that I ain't holding my coochie in place. I give the persona that my coochie is already collecting its benefits, but it's waiting on its stimulus check because it haven't had a stimulus since we got the last stimulus check. And before that, I can't remember when. Because my man don't scratch it no more. It don't react anymore. All it do is just gargle. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Like a clogged up radiator. And ain't I just the hottest, used to be, ratchet, ho, 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 with a coochie that worked. Look at me. This what a washed up, choo, 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 ho, ho, ho that's been ran through look like, who's trying to keep her ratchet, rank coochie from sliding down into her boots. Because it's been dripped and dropped all over America, leaving potholes and cracks on United States highways nationwide. Yeah, I'm that hoe. I'm that big time ho ho ho. I'll try to let y'all go on and do what y'all do. I don't interfere with y'all, delusions of when you used to have a coochie that worked. Do what you have to do. Because believe me, your man is doing what he have to do. Okay? He going in there, he's scratching your coochie. He let it gargle and throw up. And then he goes and get a real nut. People is sick of these antifreeze coochies. These defective antifreeze coochies that the antifreeze can't even, unclog all of the crud from all these different deposits, from every stop that's been made on these choo trains by these ho-ho-hos. Round here writing Christmas wish lists for a coochie that will one day work again. Living in La La Land. On YouTube, listening to a guy that don't even need a coochie. You know? I'm that hoe. I've always been that hoe. I associate with pimps and hoes. My daughter a hoe. My pimp don't mind that I'm a ratchet hoe with a defective coochie that's been chewed through. Cause he turned out my whole daughter. And let's not forget, you know, the infamous hag hoe, the vagabond hoe, the, you know, coochie on sale tonight hoe, coochie half price off hoe, you know, clip a coupon for a discount coochie hoe. A moment of silence for the ho-ho-hos on YouTube. With retired coochies that are defective and leaking, causing potholes all over these YouTube streets and all over America, shutting down state governments, federal government, schools, automotive shops, increasing insurance rates nationwide. The men in constant denial mode. Yeah, yo, coochie work. It still feel good like it used to do. Oh yeah, baby. You know that coochies can still pop. You know that coochie dropped like it was hot last night. Don't you remember that? I caught it before it hit the floor. You know, we still trying to get that crack in, you know, all these different foundations and stuff repaired from where your coochie drops and drips and, you know, pops out of place. Let's have a moment of silence for that. You know, I had to have an extended moment of silence, you know, for the men out here that have to cover up all that agony and tell all these different lies. Yeah, you my boo. Yeah, girl, you know that thing was still popping and, you know, it ain't never been as good like it was. Oh, no, I'm good right now. I'm good. You know, I ain't been feeling too good. I don't want no. But you know, if I could, I would be all into that. There yonder, strolled out all around on this broke bed frame and these cracked foundations. Hold that titty up where it can line up with the other one now. Don't move that cover down past your waist, girl. I like looking at that small waist of yours. Leave it up there all the time. Don't never pull it down. Yeah, girl, you know I got the, you know You got the big time coochie around here on these boss lady streets, these chewed up, rank, potholed YouTube streets around here. I don't mind if you go over there and, fraternize with zillionaire, you know. I've been thinking about we probably should have an open relationship that way, You do what you want to do, I do what I want to do. Go on over there to him. You want me to drop you off? Mm-hmm. You want me to take over the Trey King next? Okay. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Girl, you're going to always be my boo. Yeah, you got it going on. Yeah, you still got it going on. Yeah, that camera son fit. Yeah, that girdle is holding all of that into place. I don't see nothing leaking. Ain't nothing running down in your pants. Running down your... No. Everything dry. Don't scrub it too hard now. You're going to start leaking. Don't cross your legs too tight. You know what happened last time. You know them panties, all them panties got holes in them. All them drawers, all them thongs. No, I don't need no mess that bad. I'm good. You know what you can do with them though? Plug it up. Plug it up. It'll stop the leakage. Yeah, here the sanitizer is. Soak them panties in the sanitizer. And then try to clog it up where your coochie will stay in place. They not going to smell it. The sanitizer is going to stop the smell. Just paint it to make it look like you got on some panties. Let him, he can do whatever he want to do to it. If he can handle it, go on and let him do it. We've been together way too long. It's time for you to go on out and explore a little bit, You was a hoe when I met you. You gave it up on the first day. Be just what you is, Miss Hoe. You was the big time hoe boss lady around here. Let it flow. Let that rank coochie flow. They gotta work with and come around here and fix all these potholes. No, it's another shipment of gloves and masks on the way. Go ahead on now and link up with, that little mini hoe and then the hag hoe. Y'all the hoes. From 18 to 40, y'all got the whole demographic covered. And it ain't a working coochie between the three of you. I know it's trying to gargle. It used to hum. I miss when you used to make it whistle. Don't you remember when you used to wind it up and it used to sing like a music box? Now it sounds like a toad. His best days is over, girl. He might be able to do something with it. I'm good on it. I ain't been feeling too good. There's something about that smell. There's a smell in this house, on these foundations, all in these bed sheets, in this carpet, seeping all through the cracks in the walls and the ceilings and the floors. You know, you always been my favorite hoe. That's why I pretended like I married you. And every day I pretend you got a coochie that work. It's broke down. Ran through. Running like Niagara Falls day and night. Yeah, you that bitch. You that hoe bitch. You that choo-choo ho bitch. Skank ratchet hoe tramp bitch. Yeah, of course you is. You my boo-boo. Choo-choo ho bitch. Tramp, ratchet, skank. Gutter. Free for all. Discount rank coochie hoe. Yeah, you my boo. I'll come back and pick you up next week. Remember, you asked for this. Big time tramp hoe. Big time skeezer. Big time slut. Big time skank. Big time ratchet. Washed up, rank coochie, dripping and dropping it, choo train, ho of a skank. You asked for it. Be glad I didn't go in on you as hard as I could have, but you asked for it. You poked, I didn't respond. You poked again, I didn't respond. Be glad I didn't pawn your coochie, okay, for a Happy Meal. Be glad of that. I don't check for you, ho. You check for me. Skank. Skeezer. Tramp. Troll hoe. Radioactive coochie skank. Next time, be careful what you ask for. Okay, you just might get it. Okay, but y'all, I had such a good time cutting up with y'all last night, this morning. I hope everybody really got off and got their nut and got their satisfaction and their stimulation. You know, their stimulation. Because, you know, over here we stimulate. We don't artificially perpetrate. Everything over here works. Ain't nothing retired. And I had such a wonderful time with y'all. I just want to let y'all know, all of y'all is welcome over here. And all the boys to the front. Because we all want you over here. We doing some wonderful things over here. There's all kind of desires and stimulations and penetrations and vibrations that are tantalizing spines and imaginations and minds. You know, arousing all kind of senses over here. Take a break away from the madness. Come over and get what you really need and deserve. Come where it can be properly handled and properly taken care of, properly nurtured, properly pleased, relaxed, stimulated. And most of all, pleased beyond your wildest dreams and imaginations. Make sure to come on by. You might want to come by again. We has a real good time over here. Ain't nothing fake and artificial over here. Everything works. Ain't nothing dripping and dropping and chewing and hoeing and skeezing. It's all love and satisfaction. And it never ends. Ever. So on that note, ho, don't check for me again.